Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on, people? SVD on the mic, Dojo Design Guy, back again with another episode of Community Corner. It's been a while. I know. Just been, live stuff and all that. But we're back again, episode 20, hitting another milestone. Surprised I've been doing this so long, but hey, like, why do people are asking for it and why there's still, interesting stories to have from the community, we'll keep doing it. So this one is definitely an interesting one that we're going to get into shortly. But first of all, what I have to do, I never have these things queued up correctly, do I? 1 second. Of course, there's the small matter of an event in August that we like to call VSFighting. VSFighting, Premier UK tournament. Sign-ups are live. You can go to start.gg/VSF. Got plenty of games, including Soulcalibur II, which is obviously something that we're going to get into today. But you see, we got Fate Fury, City of the Wolves, Tekken, got Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Virtua Fighter, which is one of the few tournaments worldwide which is on the Virtua Fighter Open Championship Tour, which is basically you win that tournament, you get into the grand finals, you qualify for grand finals, so that's big. We got part of the pro competition tour for Mortal Kombat as well, Arcwell tour for Grand Blue, Guilty Gear and Under Night. Then we've got the classics, Third Strike, Super Turbo, shout outs to DWO single. Then we've got Soulcalibur VI, shout outs to Zero and Valhanya. Obviously they've been running Soulcalibur consistently over the years. VSFighting, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, shout out to Tales of Mr. E. And then we've got Soulcalibur II, which is obviously what we're going to get into today. So say sign-ups and registrations are open. Start.gg/VSF. But yeah, that's enough plugging for now. Literally just going to get straight into and our guests today for this episode of Community Corner to discuss Soulcalibur II and a lot more. We have 10E and we have Naestrinus. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello, Steven. Thanks for having us.
Let me So I've just got to unmute my sorry, Nation aside, my bad.
Hey. That's fine. No one needs to hear me anyway. I'm just here to just have a look at how things go.
No, we do. And so first of all, thank you for coming on Community Corner. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you guys taking the time out to come and discuss. But so yeah, pretty much to get into it, I guess, like, for those that don't know you guys, we'll start with you, Tenny. Like, just introduce yourself, like, your kind of background in terms of how you got into fighting games in general, and then we kind of go from there, really.
My background is pretty much exclusively SC2 related.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't really have any experience in other fighting games. I got this game when I was a little kid, pretty much when it released.
Yeah.
And I just grind it on my own for a long time. I hooked up a friend into it at one point. Shout out to Manip. Hello, Manip. We played tons of games together. And at one point, we decided to go to online to find if there was a way to play online. We discovered Dolphin at this point. Pretty much when I contacted Naestrinus about it. I'm pretty sure that's about this time.
Yeah.
Then we found a tournament in France, Les Vaux Bordelais.
Yeah, the one tournament in Bordeaux.
Exactly.
That used to host Soulcalibur II.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It was our first competitive experience for both of us.
And how long ago was this?
It was like 6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, 2017, 2018, I want to say.
Yeah, okay. 7 years ago.
Wow.
And it was pretty much a slap in the face in terms of knowledge and everything.
It was a humbling experience, I guess you'd say.
Definitely. Yeah. It was something to experience. But after that, my angriness just got bigger and bigger, and PC, I download Dolphin. Naestrinus gave me a link to the new SC2 focused Discord server at the time.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how I entered Soulcharge FGC. That's
nice.
After that,
so is Soulcharge like your kind of thing, your kind of scene, your community that you've kind of built up, or is there other members involved that kind of founded the scene essentially?
Yeah, we are a whole team, and we pretty much try to how to say that, to keep the soul burning,
Nice.
Yeah.
We're still playing the old Soulcalibur games.
Yes.
Of course, Soulcalibur II is the most popular, actually, outside of 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much. I think by far.
It's like SC2 and then everything else is
I
really had no clue. So how about yourself, Nation? So how did you kind of get into fighting games?
So the story is quite long. I've been playing fighting games since I was a child, basically. My dad was very into fighting games, so I started very early playing just casually, basically getting interested in most things. And in '99, I got Soulcalibur for the Dreamcast, and that was like my favorite game ever. So I played a ton of that. Curiously, I did not play C2 or any of the following games for years. Yeah, for some reason I didn't. I kept playing just the first one on Dreamcast, and I still do to this day. And I just got interested when Luffy won Evo for Street Fighter 4 back in 2014, I think. I was like, oh, people play these games for money, for like actual real competitive, like there's a real competitive scene for these games, and I just took interest in it. And started playing on SF4 back in USF4 days, and then took interest in pretty much everything else. and I decided, same as Tani, to just check if there was a scene for SC2, because like it was just baffling to me that I couldn't find like actual tournaments for the game. So I took interest in the game and learned it, and like checked on the community, see how to play online, Dolphin, same as Tani. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been playing it ever since and trying to grow the community as much as I can.
Nice. So what is it about Soulcalibur II specifically? Because you earlier mentioned that it is the most popular one. I didn't realize, like, from my kind of vantage point, just because obviously the experience with VSFighting and having Soulcalibur 6 there continuing.
Yeah,
like,
for the old school, we mean, yeah, SC6 is more popular than SC2 by a long shot. Yeah, competitive wise, by far.
So what is it about Soulcalibur 2 specifically that you guys are like, this is the one that we want to play, this is what we want to do? And first of all, I've got another question before we go. Is there, this may be jumping ahead a little bit, but is there like a standardized version? Because obviously, of course, for those that didn't know, Soulcalibur 2 had 3 different versions based on what console it was. So it had like an exclusive character. So obviously Link was Nintendo, Hayachi was PS2, which is the one that I had. And then Necrid was on Xbox. So
Necrid is on all the consoles.
Really?
One is on Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, it's Spawn. It was Spawn. Oh, right. Yes. So I guess in terms of that, how is there like again, I'm maybe jumping in slightly. Is there like a standardized version? Like, this is the version that we play with this character? Because how does that work in terms of like competitively?
So since the main way we play is through GameCube emulation, technically the GameCube version is basically standard.
Yeah.
There's an HD version that came out on PS3 and 360 a few years back. It's delisted now. The net play is absolutely terrible, so nobody plays that. So yeah,
the port is pretty bad on itself.
Yeah, it's not good, unfortunately. So yeah, we kind of use the GameCube as a standard, and the GameCube version is going to be the one we're going to be running at VSF. We're going to run on Wii setups, and yeah, we've done a lot of work to make sure that the experience is as good as possible.
Nice.
Basically, we can thank Loopfizz for the loops. I never know how to pronounce it. That's fine. He said it didn't matter.
It's fine.
Yeah, because he basically created the adapters for the Wii.
Oh, wow.
Basically from scratch, just from open source code, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty fat. So thanks to Loopfizz, he's a huge part of what's going on right now.
Yeah, he was going to be there, unfortunately couldn't make it today. But yeah, he's part of the team. We work closely with him, and yeah, it's the reason we're even able to make something happen in the first place. Because like all tournaments are a logistical nightmare when it comes to controllers and things like that. And having him just develop adapters that we're going to provide on site to everyone, just going to be able to. Everyone's going to be able to just bring whatever they prefer. They don't have to be stuck with GameCube hardware and things like that.
Nice.
So, yeah,
that's really sick. That's really sick. So I guess in terms of like running events and stuff, obviously have you done like events previously? Like, what was the kind of first event that you guys did as Soul Charge FC, really, as it were? Like,
so that's more on Tenny. He does a lot of stuff.
Basically, we as Soul Charge FGC, we do a lot of online events. We don't run offline events yet. Outside of one event in South Virginia, United States.
Wow.
Byte coming up also this August.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So you guys are busy.
Yeah,
you guys are busy in August.
Definitely. So yeah, we have a partnership with Byte for this event, and hopefully we're gonna have another one with the VSF for the years, upcoming years. Sorry. But basically we don't have any offline experience yet outside of the
we do. Not you yet, but we do run a local in France.
Okay.
We run a monthly with myself and Loops, and Tenny when he decides to actually show up. But yeah, we run with like tested our setups that way. Like it's very new initiative from us because like before, like I was the only one like pushing for C2 in Europe, and like I didn't have any partners or anyone to actually make it happen. So like it just happened really recently, and so we're just getting things started really.
Yeah, just a perfect storm. Everyone got to go at the right time and just that's really cool.
Yeah, we tried to build the online community.
Yeah,
maybe to back up this offline project.
Of course. Yeah. So you mentioned earlier, obviously you guys play online, so through like Dolphin emulator, I guess. So how did you kind of find the people? Was it literally just going on like finding Discords or
just like just Discord, word of mouth? Discord and Reddit basically is where people come from. Just word of mouth really.
Recently also we had a huge mod called SC2 Plus that brings a lot of people to the game as well. It's a very good mod. Shout outs to D Cooper. I'm gonna do a lot of shout outs today. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I plug away, man. Plug away. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the SC2 Plus is a very amazing mod, and I suggest you to try it because it's really fun. There is a lot of tools to
improve training modes, all guest characters in one version. It's
exactly
really neat.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the one that you'll be using? Is that the general standardized one that you use? The one that has
we are going to use vanilla still.
Okay.
Don't want to use the version for tournaments for now.
Yeah. For one main reason is because we cannot add the original models for Heihachi and Spawn. It's going to be a bit technical.
So we've got the characters, but it's a bit janky, you know. It's not tournament ready at all.
Fair enough.
If you are a coder and you want to help, let us know. We are looking for coders.
No, that's fair enough. No, it definitely sounds like a bigger project than I thought already. Because in terms of someone coding the adapters that people are going to use and things like that, it really. Obviously shows dedication. Dedication to. So do you guys play any other fighting games, or is it strictly Soulcalibur II?
Tons. Way too many.
Yeah.
But I'm really focused on Soulcalibur lately. But I just play a bit of everything here and there.
What is everything?
Played Tekken, played Street Fighter, played Guilty Gear, all kinds of stuff.
So you're pretty experienced in terms of fighting games.
Yeah, I like touching everything basically, and especially the old games. Like I play Super Turbo, Alpha 3.
Oh wow!
Like that. Okay. And it's a lot of fun to just delve in these older games as well.
Yeah, no, nice. So obviously you guys, I say you get like your scene. How have you found kind of like creating the scene essentially, and then like. Were there any kind of issues initially in terms of finding the players? Have you seen like growth over time? Has it gotten more popular over time to the point where you?
At first, I would say it was very difficult to find European players because the scene was made out of mostly American players. So when I joined the scene, like in 2017, the Discord was just all American players except for me and like Zero. Shout out to Zero, of course, who's probably. Talking trash in chat. So it kind of started from there, and it just I don't know. We didn't really seek people out or anything like that.
Okay,
it just happened like organically, and now we have kind of grown a European scene on the game. So that's where we are now, and
I think we have a good. I think we have a good mindset in our. European community, so we are growing pretty well, and we are able to hook players lately. So that's a good sign for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess like obviously events like the one that you're going to and VSFighting as well in August will obviously help like shine a light and put more awareness on the scene in general and stuff. Obviously,
like we've been really waiting for an event like that because we didn't have anything like offline for Europe for the game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a game changer for us, and that's why we're really like doing the best we can to make the best event possible because we absolutely want this to succeed and to be a working thing, you know, and to actually grow the scene in Europe more. And
no, that's good. That's good. So speaking of VSFighting, how did this even come about? Because I was speaking to Tenny earlier before we started, and I was saying, I remember I was talking to Justin, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Soulcalibur II is going to be there. I need you to do a poster for Soulcalibur II." And I said, "Soulcalibur II? Like what?" Because obviously it's never been there before. I personally, I didn't think people still play. I know everyone plays every game somewhere across the world somewhere, but I didn't think, and again, just coming from my experience of Soulcalibur VI being at VSFighting, and I assumed that was the one. If you're going to play a Soulcalibur, that was the one that you was going to play. So how did it even come about? And I guess how did you approach it? How did you think, okay, we're ready, we want to do it at this event? How did that even come about, to be honest? Because I'm curious.
That's also quite a long story.
No, we got time.
A little bit. So it actually comes from Zero, who's in chat again. Hi, Zero. So last year, Zero was approached by a French player called Jason, who plays Soulcalibur VI, and left in a word for us to Zero and Valania. To tell them that it would be cool to have an SC2 tournament for the next year. And basically, that stems from that. I assume that Zero and Valania worked their magic with Justin, and we're here now.
Fair enough. No, that's cool. I'm very interested to see this one. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest, because I've got like a little bit of experience with Soulcalibur II. Like I said, mainly at the PS2 version. Did also
everyone does, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the only one I never played was the Xbox One. The only one I never played, the Xbox One, to be honest. But I think personally, I think my favorite Soulcalibur's got to be Soul Edge. Like I think just too many memories from like growing up as a kid playing it on PlayStation. Like I've listened to some of the soundtracks like the other day.
Casually, I think it's the best in the series. Actually, like you think about the single player content in Soul Edge.
Edgemaster.
So good, so ahead of its time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the whole game on a whole in terms of the soundtrack and OST and everything. Was
the intro cutscene is pretty dope as well.
Yes, classic intro as well. So yeah, no, that's good, man. That's good. So I guess in terms of you guys, in terms of like running the online, do you run like regular tournaments, or is it more we just jump on as we jump on and okay, is anyone up for games today? How do you kind of organize that side of things?
No, we are running on Soulcharge FGC. We are for Soulcalibur II at least. We are running bi-monthly tournaments.
Okay.
Called the Money Pit. You can check this out on our YouTube channel if you want. We have, I think it's the 6th edition by now. Of course, we did tons of tournaments before that. And we have also casuals on Friday. Sorry.
Okay.
So if you want to chill out and play with us on Friday, you just join our Discord and you're gonna have a good time with us.
Yeah, and also beginner tournaments are being run. So if you're interested in picking up the game, getting ready for the VSF, for example, you can join that and play with an actual good pool of players that are complete beginners to the game.
Definitely. No, that sounds really cool. It really sounds like you've cultivated a scene that is obviously there and prepared. And that's how you told anyway, get you to do all the shout outs and links and all the rest of it, of course. But yeah, that's really, I'm just really interested in like the story that you guys have of coming up and getting to the point where, you know, it's I guess you could say it's a niche game because, again, from my limited knowledge, like I would not have thought. And again, that's another thing which is interesting that Zero's just mentioned, which I completely forgot. Switch 2 is actually on Switch 2 today. Switch 2 has come out today with the Nintendo Online account. Got GameCube emulation, and Soulcalibur 2 is on there, so it's the perfect time.
Yeah, that was
just for the accessibility. It's pretty huge.
That was quite the timing, actually, because like we announced it at VSF, and then boom, like we got the surprise announcement, and that got people flocking to the Discord as well.
Oh, nice.
It was really like,
that's true.
It's great. And, like, I don't know if the port is any good. I don't know if the online is any good, but we got
unlikely
way to play Soulcalibur 2, and
exactly. Really. Just to play, which is really good because again, like things like that will obviously just help in terms of awareness of the game, and obviously people come into versus fighting. There'll be quite a few that will probably have Switch 2s and stuff, and it's like, oh, Soulcalibur here. Let me enter this.
It's easy to play for sure. It's very big.
It's such an easy game to just pick up and play, and it's not high maintenance or anything. You just learn things, and you can come back to it like 5 months later, and you've not forgotten anything. It's just great for that.
So for like new players to Soulcalibur, for example, that's a good point that you mentioned. Where would they go to kind of learn more about the game if they wanted to kind of pick it up and play it competitively?
Most things are a bit restricted to Discord right now, which is not ideal, but it works. There's a bunch of tutorials made by Aris, Avoiding the Puddle, on Soulcalibur 2. There's a bunch of character tutorials, system tutorials, so you can just
combo videos from Naestrinus.
Combo videos from myself as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. What kind do you use?
Just more combo guides, like just to learn like the optimal combo routes for pretty much everything. And yes, Aris has a lot of material on the game if you want to learn how to approach it at a higher level. It's like the go-to channel to check for now.
Yeah.
We are working on more resources, but yeah, for now it's a bit concentrated on the Discord. I do have a project of a website that might or might not come out. It's been a project for a while, and I want to make something where we can centralize things without having to rely on the Discord or things like that, because I want things to be more accessible. But yeah, for now, it's the Discord. You don't have a choice, I'm afraid.
No, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. That's fine. I'll definitely check out those resources. Again, it's one of the games at Versus I'm genuinely interested in seeing. Just again, of course, because of it being quite an old game as well, just in terms of how that's to see. Because I know obviously with Soulcalibur 6 and shout out to Zero Valhalla, like it's always like you can tell that the people that are there to play the game are really passionate about the game, and just the energy and everything comes across with when they're in their room, and you can tell this is the Soulcalibur room, and like it's testament to obviously the community and the people that play the game. So shout out to them. But I guess for you guys, what I guess, because again, as you say, this would be the one in America. This would be, is that before or after Versus Fighting, the event that you're going to?
I think it's before.
It's right before. Well, let me check. I have it out. No, it's right after. Sorry.
It's after. Okay. Yeah. So Versus Fighting.
There's also an SC2 tournament at CEO coming up.
Okay. And will you be there? You guys?
No, I would like to, but I can't really justify the expense, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Would love to, but yeah.
No, that's fair enough. So I guess
Soulcalibur II was at Evo Japan a few weeks ago.
Evo Japan, last month.
Was it?
It was.
Okay, I'll have to check back.
Yeah, a side tournament for run by the community, basically.
Okay, so it's definitely
actually.
Yeah. So I guess I say for Versus Fighting, what are your like hopes going into Versus Fighting in terms of what you hope to achieve, what you kind of want to put out there for not only yourselves but the game and the community as well, I guess.
It's really about like building something, really.
Having a big event for the European community, hopefully annually. That would be great.
Yeah, it's just like really starting something and getting something going. I'm just really hoping that we can actually like get a lot of people to try out the game, come out and meet with people that we have never had the opportunity to meet just yet, because there was no event for us to actually meet up at. So yeah, it's just a big thing, really. Just a lot of things.
I guess I could tell. I didn't think like coming into obviously this episode, I would have thought, okay, they've probably ran like this many events already, so the season is fine. But I guess I could see what it means to you guys to obviously be at like an event as VSFighting, because it's a pretty big event, and in terms of this scene there. So
if you think about it, Soulcalibur II was on every console back then, so it's pretty rare, and a whole generation got in touch with it. So
that's the thing with C2. It's like one of these games that everyone has a memory of.
Exactly.
Everyone's played the C2. Everyone loved that game. And yet nobody plays it. So why? Please play the game. But yeah, everyone loves this game and has a memory of it. It was on every platform. Everyone played it as a kid. So yeah, just play it.
And you'll have fun for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think again with Switch 2, with it being on Switch 2, is such an easily accessible way for people to even just try out the game, and it's like it's another fighting game. Because of course, Street Fighter 6 is out on there, so there'll be a few.
They chose this game to be the first 3 games on the service. It's huge.
Yeah, it's very surprising, but it's
definitely unexpected. Like I remember watching Direct at the time, and I was like, "Oh snap! Okay, it's all kind of." Because again, you're thinking Nintendo is just going to be all first party games, but for it to be one of the first 3 from the new like GameCube emulation service on there is a big like statement, to be honest, in terms of I guess the confidence that Nintendo have in the game, that people will obviously purchase it, and it's good for the scene, it's good for you guys as well, of course. So I feel like there'll probably be quite a few Switch 2s at VSFighting as well this year.
We'll see.
Do you ever think that I guess you probably wouldn't would like the Switch 2 version would never be like tournament standard, would it? Because
depends. Like it's not tested yet, so we can't really see it happening. On the one hand, even if it's good, a Switch 2 is like $500. Expensive. Running a tournament on a Wii, it's fine. You get a used Wii for $20. That's fine. But $500 for a console is a huge ask for local tiers and things like that. So. Yeah,
logistically and financially, it probably won't make sense in the long run.
Yeah, unless like we become big or something. But in the near future, no.
Not yet.
It's early days.
That's why the Wii setups are pretty good, because Wii's are pretty much everywhere, and it's pretty cheap.
So why the Wii and not the GameCube? Is it just that the Wii's more accessible,
cost effective, really?
Yeah,
and also transportability.
It's really easy to procure. It's very easy to just put it in a bag and carry around. Well, it's the same for the GameCube, really, but the GameCube is more expensive. There's more of a like cult following on the GameCube. If you look at the Smash scene, they're running on Wii's as well for Melee a lot of the time.
Okay,
it's really effective. Like
and then there's no issues in regards to obviously it wouldn't be emulation, because it's literally
it's not emulation.
Using it, so
literally a GameCube,
so like no issues. So no, obviously certain consoles are it's not the right version because the backers there's certain frames of latency out and stuff like that, but there's no issues on that side of things. That's great. So with the touching back on the adapters, obviously you mentioned that loops. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Perfect. It's a tough one. That was good.
That was it.
No.
So and initially, I guess obviously, I'd assume you guys use arcade sticks, or do you use pads, or?
It depends. For the very reason why SC2 was on every console, there is a lot of different ways to play it, and people are used to play it like they used to play back in the days. Like myself, I'm playing on GameCube controller.
Oh, great. Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, don't boo me for this. It's a great controller for Soulcalibur. You should try. You should try. Of course, some players are gonna play on arcade sticks. Some players are gonna play on, I call that PXbox controller because it's pretty much the same. So you can play on whatever controller you want, and it will be fine.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
nice. That's good to know. So it's literally just like USB import plug in, and then
literally anything that's been made from the 360 era to PS5 is going to work, and no latency, no nothing. It's perfect.
Nice.
And GameCube controllers.
Yeah, but without the adapter, so
yeah. I think I've got a GameCube controller floating around somewhere. Let me think. I don't really ever have time to enter any games at VSFighting because I'm always running around doing photography and socials and other bits and bobs. But I feel like maybe we'll see. Give it a month or so. I see how I feel. I might.
Nice. We can train you if you want.
Yeah, I'll take that. Personally, I'm gonna hold you to that one. You said that live in front of everyone.
I said it.
Kenny is just not going to show up.
Oh man, no,
I will.
Yeah, that's good. I'm definitely interested. So I guess I'd say in terms of, so what are your hopes for I guess the future then, in terms of, so you've done the VSFighting, you've done the event in America. Do you kind of have any kind of plans in terms of where you want to go next in terms of events, or is he just going to take it as it comes and see where the opportunities arise?
So I'll let you go ahead, Tony.
Okay. Well, I think the goal is to build some locals a bit everywhere in Europe.
Yeah.
We have already one going on in northern France, in Lille.
Yeah.
And we would love to. Hello, Henry. I see you in chat. Hello, Henry. We would love to expand that in other parts of Europe, especially in South Europe, Spain or southern France. Why not? If someone is interested. And maybe add a little, add an event or two, like VSF. Probably that would be nice.
Yeah,
it's actually in the works because, like you spoke of the local in Lille, there is actually an event that is in the works. We can't really say much about it right now.
We don't want to break any NDAs. It's okay.
We're definitely working on
it. There's a project for more. Obviously, we're French based, so we're France based. So we are going to be trying to raise the community there first, because
of course.
But yeah, as Tony said, we would like to expand and have more people get interested in the game in Spain, in Germany. I know there's a scene in Switzerland.
Oh, nice.
That's those famous Switzerland players. You always talk about them, and
they will show up at some time, at some point.
I'll play them one day, I swear.
But yeah, it would be nice to go a bit more global, and like do more on that front. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think obviously VSFighting is first step. Essentially, again, I'm surprised. I came on thinking, these guys have probably run tons of Soulcalibur II.
Yeah, it's a huge first step when you think about it. Like you show up at basically the biggest major in Europe.
I'm sure you guys will be fine. Have you been to VSFighting before by any chance? Or
never?
I've been to Brum several times. I did not go to VSF. I actually went when ST6 got released. I went to the first dojo sessions that were hosted there with a few of my French players, with Kayane, Saito, and other people. Met Justin there, met Zero as well, and it's basically my experience with the org. But yeah, no VSF experience yet, because I unfortunately did not have the time for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair enough. I'd say it's a big step. It's a big leap. But again, I'm sure you guys will be totally fine. I'm sure you're going to enjoy yourself and have fun. Like, VSFighting is definitely an experience. Like, I'm sure obviously Zero's probably told you all about it already and stuff. But
we're very excited for it, for sure.
No, that's good, man. We're excited to have you guys, man. Like, thank you again. Obviously, thank you for bringing Soulcalibur II to VSFighting, first of all, because obviously, again, I say it's such a shock to me, but it seems like, there's a scene there, and I'm sure you guys are going to have a great time. And I think, again, because a lot of obviously your work is online based, having the opportunity to come offline and play with people, I think that like, I always prefer like playing offline. I don't play that much anymore, but
Sure.
Offline is where I enjoy because it's just a different.
It's where it's at for sure. Like it doesn't compare. Like the human factor is just completely different.
Yeah.
Like it's also why I love fighting games. Like because you get to meet people, you get to play with them.
Yeah.
It's completely different when you play like a ranked mode and the opponent is basically not someone you even identify as a human. You know. And
are you saying they are glorified CPU?
No, that's not what I'm saying, but basically there's a mental thing, you know, when you play someone you don't know who you're playing against, you know, and it's much more interesting to play people in person and to actually create like relationships and rivalries and all kinds of fun stuff.
Definitely. I'm really genuinely looking forward to it. So I guess if you guys got any kind of before we kind of wrap it up, any kind of shout outs or your general links, share all your links as are the Discord links, the Twitters, all the rest of that stuff as are, even your personal ones, and where people can find out more about Soulcalibur II and yourselves actually.
Well, for myself, I don't really do social media that much. You can find me on Blue Sky if you really want to. There's not really much happening there. You can find me on Twitch. I stream from time to time. I do speedruns. I do fighting game stuff sometimes. It's really going to be a lot of SC1 and SC2 coming up soon.
What's the Twitch link?
My Twitch is Naestrinus. So yeah.
Cool.
And not too much else to say. Shout outs to Jason for getting us in there. Massive shout outs to Jason, like we said earlier, and to Zero and Valenia as well for doing this with us and trusting us with the tournament, and Justin, of course. And that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. How about yourself?
On a personal note, of course, big shout out to Manip for sure. That's my my SC2 bro. In real life, I would probably I would probably still play CPUs if it wasn't for him. So, thank you, Manip. Also, Diable, le Chacal, he'll recognize himself. Splicer GX, the Spanish community. Splicer GX is an amazing guy. I love you, bro. Of course, shout outs to the whole Soulcharge FGC community. Henry, LJ, Jer, Okosan, Mutant Knight, Jean, Killtown, Cooper. I probably forget some. Macintosh, Smith, all those guys. And go check out the Lizardman Gaming channel. It's amazing.
Lizardman Gaming.
Yep. Go check it out.
And that's on Lizardman Gaming on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I will check that out right after this.
It's just Caliber matches. There's nothing special. It's just a great name.
It is. Yeah, and then of course you can find yourselves on Soulcharge FGC on Twitter. Are you guys on like Instagram or anything as well? Or
we are
and TikTok? Maybe TikTok. Yeah.
We started TikTok. We have, of course, a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel. We have several servers on Discord for pretty much every Soulcalibur games, up to 5. So if you want to join us, got some competitive matches, learn the games, you can come here and we'll welcome you, definitely.
Yeah. And come play SC1, please. SC1 is great. It has rollback. Come play SC1. SC2 is great, but SC1 is better.
The net play is better for sure. Sadly.
Nice.
Definitely, nice.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely check out the channel. I'm going to check out Lizardman Gaming on it.
Please do.
That's on YouTube for sure. For sure.
Definitely. No, I think that probably wraps up for now, unless you've got any other shout outs, anything that you want to kind of share before we kind of head
I think I'm done. I'm good.
Cool. No, that's fine. No worries. As I say, Soulcalibur II is at VSFighting. Run by these gentlemen here. It's going to be great. Like I'm really genuinely looking forward to it. So on August 15th, 17th, you can go to start.gg/VSF to register right here.
Actually, one thing regarding that, the date for SC2 is not the proper date on the registration.
Okay.
Yeah, it says the 15th. It's on the 18th. It's on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that the dates are wrong here, but we're sorting out the schedule. But to make sure everyone knows, Soulcalibur II will be on the Sunday.
Yeah. So yeah, be careful if you want to register for it and you think it's on Friday. It's not on Friday.
We will probably run some
That's going to be casual things alongside SC6 the whole weekend. So
on Friday probably.
Definitely come for the whole weekend.
Yeah, could there be other kind of things before the main tournament? Of course.
Go play Virtua Fighter as well. Go play everything else.
Yeah,
it's just not SC2.
All the modern games, all the new modern games as well.
That's true.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Guys, thank you so much for joining today. Really appreciate you guys taking the time out to discuss. And I say I've learned more about you guys, and genuinely. Zero has said, play Virtua Fighter, don't play Tekken.
So right about this.
Yes,
this is the one thing where we're going to agree on.
Wow. And I say, obviously, at VSFighting, I'll do a quick run through of the games once again. I'd say we've got quite a lot of games. We've got Fatal Fury, Tekken, which is part of the Tekken World Tour, Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear, Virtua Fighter, which is again part of the Open Championship, Mortal Kombat's Pro Competition, Grand Blue, Tekken Ball, Under 19 Birth, Blaze Blue, Street Fighter 3, Soulcalibur 6, Marvel vs. Capcom, Super Turbo, and of course, the best is saved till last, Soulcalibur 2. So yes, definitely looking forward to VSFighting this year. But as I say, guys, thank you again. I appreciate the time that you're taking out to come and share your story with us. It's always good to kind of talk and learn more about obviously the scene in the community, because I guess without the community there is no scene. So thank you guys for joining us today. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. I've got to do some cheap self plugs, of course. I am where am I? LittleMiloBooks.com is my brand of children's books. So if you got little kiddies out there, we've got coloring books, storybooks, plushies of the book characters and stuff. So yeah, I gotta plug my own stuff. It's my show basically, so I can do what I want. But yeah, we've got like books, stories, coloring books, toys, all the rest of it. This is like my personal brand of stuff that I do outside of VSFighting, of course. So gotta get a cheap plug. But other than that, I think we are done for today's episode. Thank you so much once again. I'm genuinely looking forward to, first of all, meeting you guys at VSFighting. You will see me running around with the camera and stuff, and hopefully I get some time to play at some point. But yeah, but for now, guys, thank you so much. I'd say, have you got anything else before we head off, or we're all good?
Yeah, all good.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you as well.
No, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the time. I think in terms of like the next Community Corner episode, I'm not sure just yet. There may be one next week. If not, it's going to be the week after. I'm still sorting out guests and stuff. So we're going to kind of get back in the regular rotation. This would be quote unquote season 3 now. So you guys have kicked off season 3. So thank you for now. But
Can we know the subject yet?
Pardon?
Can we know the subject yet? What will be the game?
I don't know yet. I don't know just yet. I'm gonna, if I can sort out a couple guests for next week, then you'll find out. Just follow our socials, and of course, let me shout out the socials: Electronic Dojo on everything, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Electronic Dojo UK on Instagram. Please follow us on our Instagram. We did lose our account a while back, and we've had to build up followers and stuff. So there'll be exclusive content on there. And especially, obviously, around VSFighting time, I'll probably do some interviews and stuff. So please follow us on all socials. But for now, I'm going to head off. I think I'm going to chill. I don't have a Switch 2, not yet anyway, so I can't play Soulcalibur. But then, of course, it's online, so maybe we can play it after all. But
you have a PC, you're good.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone in the chat for tuning in today. We may be back next week. If we're not, we're back the week after. Thanks again. VSFighting August 15th, 17th. Start.gg/VSF. Register today. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later. Appreciate it. See you later. Bye-bye.